What's going on, everyone? TJ Fitness Dean's Reviews, and together with me, the much anticipated review of
Kaged, Pre-Kaged, Elite.
Elite, people. Elite. Listen, people, yeah, this is the new coming of the original Pre-Kaged pre-workout by Kaged Muscle. Actually, they rebranded, they're changing a lot of stuff. I'm gonna take you through the label. Oh my god, this is a loaded freaking label. This is a massive, massive label. Listen, people, this is a 30 plus gram scoop for a pre-workout. Anyway, but then I'm actually going to share with you my personal experience using this one over the last couple of weeks. And then, towards the end of the video, as usual on this channel, I'm going to give you my final verdict, should you still actually give a shit by then. And all I'm going to ask in return, right here from the FDA-proof bunker, is that you hit that like button. Okay, people, so Kaged, it's now called Kaged. By the way, the company has been rebranding. That's the new look also. You can see that. Looks amazing, by the way. I can tell you just holding this. I don't know how good it looks on video, but this shit looks amazing from a design perspective. So they used to be called Kaged Muscle. They just rebranded to Kaged. That's the new look. And you know, they've been around for a while. Really like their original Pre-Kaged intra workout, their hydration product, their proteins. Then I trashed the fuck out of a couple of their pre-workouts, like the Kaged Muscle Sport, their entry-level one, which I didn't like. And then there's some macro-encapsulated gluten. Anyway, I trashed a couple of their stuff, but generally speaking, super high-quality company. You know, co-founder is Chris Getting, which is, you know, like a fitness celebrity. Their formulas are always super loaded with trademarked ingredients, patented ingredients, fermented, vegan, super high-quality stuff, really. Anyway, so they are rebranding. This is the new look. Some of the formulas are going to stay the same, but they did come up with this one, Kaged, Pre-Kaged Elite. So the other pre-workout that they have is not going away. It's probably going to look a bit different on label. The Pre-Kaged original. I'm going to link to all of these reviews below, by the way. I reviewed quite a lot of the Kaged Muscle, or Kaged now, supplements. So Pre-Kaged Elite is supposed to up the ante on their pre-workout game. You know, Pre-Kaged, the original one, was I think 274 milligrams of caffeine or something like that. And if you stacked it together with the intro workout, you got to about 388 milligrams of caffeine. And some people would say that Pre-Kaged, the original one, was a bit of more of an entry level to low end of intermediate pre-workout user. And I think that they're catering to the more steam junkie or heavier users of stimulants with this one, with Pre-Kaged Elite. Anyway, people, as far as the label on this thing, you know, if I said that Kaged Muscle or Kaged now has been always putting a lot of shit into their stuff, like high quality ingredients, this is really one of the most loaded and probably the most expensive formulas I've seen in a while. Let's start with the fact that this is a 30 grams, 30 something actually, I think 33 gram scoop. What is it? Is it 35 gram scoop? Look at this shit. And you know, you could do a big scoop, but most of it will not be active ingredients and actually like tons of shit that you would put in this thing, like flavoring or just fillers, just to make it look big. I'm gonna take you through the label here. This is a loaded label. There's probably, I didn't count it all together, 20 grams plus of active ingredients in this thing. Easy. So let me take you through this, and then I'm looking forward to sharing with you my personal experience, because I don't know if you know, even with this company like Kaged, which definitely I'm 100% certain that if they say this is inside the product, then this is inside the product, because this is all quality tested and all that stuff, and this is a high quality company. This is not one of these, you know, down in the dungeon making pre-workout type companies. So even though you still don't know how it's gonna feel, you never know how these things are gonna come together. Buying a pre-workout or a fat burner or a nootropic based on label means shit, really. Okay, people, let's get into this. So as far as what's in this thing, like I mentioned, there's 20 servings, 35.3 grams per serving. Okay, people, there's a bunch of vitamin and hydration, but wait with the hydration because it's gonna come again. So the first part of the label that I'm gonna put here, you're gonna see they've loaded the shit with natural energy, vitamins, just good health, and a bunch of stuff around hydration, which I really like. Then I have the pump and performance, and listen to this. 10 grams of L-citrulline. 10 grams. Now, you could argue that the efficacious dose is 3 grams. Why do you need more? There's a bunch of research that shows that actually 10 grams is the upper end of the actually getting more bang for your buck with L-citrulline. So 10 grams is, man, that is for pumps, nitric oxide production. 10 grams is probably the biggest amount I've ever seen of L-citrulline. And again, knowing that they actually put it in here, can tell it's a super expensive ingredient. Okay, but it doesn't end there, because as far as the pump stuff, you also have creatine nitrate at 2 grams. So remember the creatine piece, because I'm going to talk about that in a second. And I've mentioned that in a couple of times in my reviews. The combination of L-citrulline and nitrates, whether it's arginine nitrates, creatine nitrates, betaine nitrates, whatever nitrates, man, I love it. For me, that is the most effective pump combo ever, right? At least as a start. I love it. So I love the fact that they have it here. Now the creatine nitrate, the 2 grams, actually generates about 1.6 grams of creatine, and you can add it to the 3 grams of what they call clear creatine, 3 grams, so you get altogether almost 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, which is obviously creatine. You know creatine, right? Most trusted, researched ingredients, going to help you with ATP production, recovery, general health. Amazing ingredients. So they have 5 grams of it basically here. So you're getting 5 grams of creatine. By the way, if you're watching this in 2022, which I assume you are, you know that creatine actually by itself is super expensive today because of inflation and shit like that. So you're actually getting a full dose of high quality creatine monohydrate here. Okay. Then you also have beta-alanine at 3.2 grams. Beta-alanine is going to help you with muscle power, endurance, and lactic acid buffering. But more than anything else, supposed to help you with tingling. Yeah, we like the tingling that the beta-alanine brings. It puts me in the zone. I really like it. If you don't like the beta-alanine tingling, fuck off my channel. We like the tingling here. Okay. Pumps, people. Pumps and power so far. Plus, check. Power and burn, though, it continues. So you have betaine anhydrous, which is the beta power, which is a trademarked version of betaine. Amazing ingredient, 2.5 grams. Muscle protein synthesis, recovery, pumps, so many things that are great with betaine. Really like it. And then they have also Carnipure, which is another trademarked ingredient of carnitine. Basically going to help you with, by the way, it's going to help you with a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of research, recovery, fat oxidation, and a bunch of other stuff. So they got the trademarked ingredients. Can't complain about this thing. Then cellular hydration and ATP amplifier. So you have taurine, all around ingredient, just great for everything, including recovery, pumps, and a bunch of other stuffs and power output. But then they have coconut fruit water powder, 500 milligrams. So that's, think about it as a natural Gatorade. This is amazing for hydration perspective, so cellular hydration. Man, this is a loaded formula. And then they have Elevate ATP, which is going to help you again with muscle power output, trademarked ingredient. Dude, hard to imagine a better ingredient list than this for muscle power and muscle pumps. This is an amazing high quality label. And then energy and focus, and this is where it's very much different from the Pre-Kaged original, because they've added a bunch of stuff here to basically get the stimulation up, which we like. We're stim junkies here, people. So they have L-tyrosine at 2.5 grams, going to help you with focus. Then they have, listen to this, they have alpha GPC at 300 milligrams, the clinical dose. Basically, this is the yield. So alpha GPC, one of my favorite choline ingredients, together with L-tyrosine at 2.5 grams and uperzine that they have at the end. Listen, this is a solid focus formula. I really like what they've done here as far as, again, on label, chill, on label. I'm going to talk about the experience in a second. Then they have caffeine and 388 milligrams of pure calf, which is, this is where it's very different. This is a good amount of caffeine, right? Almost 400 milligrams of caffeine. Actually, because if you add to this the Amati that they have later on at 100 milligrams, that's going to add 20 milligrams more of caffeine. This is, think about this as a, whatever, like theobromine on steroids, right? The Amati thing. It's a patented ingredient. It's supposed to help you with a bunch of stuff around, more than stimulation. It's a naturally occurring stimulant that's going to add about 20 milligrams of caffeine-like stimulation plus more focus. Think about it as a caffeine enhancer. And I really like it. I don't think I've seen it, but I read the research around it. It looks very interesting. So you have 400 plus milligrams of caffeine plus a bunch of focus ingredients. Listen, people, this is a loaded label. And I went really fast because you could spend easy like 20 minutes just going over the label here. So I really like, listen, I really like what they've done here. And again, like I said on Kaged, I know that they've actually put this shit here, so this is impressive. And this thing looks great. Anyway, people, but even with Kaged Muscle,
Labels are just labels.
yeah, you never know how this thing comes together. Like I said, I'm sure it's actually here, but how does it come together? What does it feel like? That is a different ballgame altogether. So let's get into the experience, people. Okay, as far as the flavor, which flavor do I have? Strawberry lemonade. This is a good flavor. Actually, you're gonna enjoy it. As a scale to 1 to 10, fuck your scales of 1 to 10 for flavors. You're taking this for like 1 second and you're supposed to enjoy it for hours and hours. That's a return on investment of flavor. As long as it doesn't suck, I don't give a shit. Definitely doesn't suck. It's a good flavor. Move on with your life. By the way, it mixes relatively well, even though it's like a huge ass scoop. And it mixes well with 6 grams or 6 ounces or 8 ounces of water. Okay, people, let's get into the experience. So, how does this thing feel like? Let me tell you this. I want to start with one thing that I want you to know before I go into the experience. Everything I'm going to talk about as far as the experience starts sort of half an hour after you take this. So this is one of these pre-workouts that you want to take a bit before you start working out. You know, we review a lot of Steam Junkie pre-workouts here that hit you after like 5 minutes. So you don't want to take them in the car at the house before you drive to the gym for half an hour because you're going to go crazy. This one, everything I'm going to talk about is going to take about half an hour to kick in, right? So it's a sort of a delayed release pre-workout. And I have to tell you, the pumps on this thing are sick. And when I say sick, I mean sick. Like, this is one of the best pumps. I would pay extra just for, like, this is as good as individual pump formulas. And I'm not surprised, actually. 10 grams of citrulline plus the nitrates, fuck, and all this hydration stuff, cellular hydration. Man, the pumps on this shit are amazing. Probably, I would go and claim the best pumps I had in a pre-workout, like a pure pre-workout, not a pump pre-workout, in a while. Once it actually kicks in, I want to tell you that this is one of the most enjoyable everyday pre-workout. You know, like a pre-workout that doesn't have any DM, Mariah, nothing crazy. This is all approved. This does not need to be in the FDA-approved bunker. You know, we invested millions of dollars into the FDA-approved bunker to review shit here that the FDA doesn't like. The FDA loves this shit, right? Because it's all compliant. And I have to tell you that the feeling on this is one of the best I've ever experienced on an everyday pre-workout. I want to start half an hour in. I want to start. The tingling from the beta-alanine is not crazy, but you feel it. Like, it's sort of a buzz beta-alanine instead of like a crazy tingle. So I like the tingling. I could enjoy a bit more tingling, but I definitely felt it. As far as the energy kick, this is one of these pre-workouts that just hits you after 30 minutes. And what this thing feels like more than anything else, there's a great sense of energy. Just good, solid energy. Nothing crazy. Your heart rate is not going to go up. Just consistent energy, but super solid energy with way above average focus. Like this one, if you would tell me that there's a riogenesis here and stuff like that, you know, like that helps with focus outside the ordinary, I would believe you. Because the focus here is just super solid focus. And there's a sense of well-being, right? Like, this is one of these pre-workouts that you would take and feel healthy. You're not feeling like you're hurting yourself, which we do with some of the shit I review here on the channel. This feels like a healthy focus and energy. So I don't know if it's the Amity thing, if it's the thyroid, whatever it is comes together here. Great sense of energy that starts half an hour in, lasts for 2 hours. You feel in workout mode for 2 hours, and then it actually stays with you. This is not one of these crash pre-workouts. You're gonna feel the buzz, you're gonna feel the energy for a few hours later on. Good solid energy. Again, nothing crazy, no heart rate going up. Very good focus. I totally enjoy the focus here. And then the energy, like, listen guys, I'm a Steam Junkie. I love Steam Junkiness. I'm gonna go back to this thing. This is one of the best EDPs, everyday pre-workouts I've used ever, just ever. I can't think about a better EDP. Just, if you look now, you're not gonna get DMHA, mood elevation. You're not gonna be flying happy, right? Energy, focus, pump, power. By the way, power. You feel like you feel like you can go for longer times. Probably it's the combination of everything here. Now, I did use this 5 days in a row over the last week. So I sort of got some of these ingredients here that rely on absorption in the body and loading, like creatine and stuff like that got the benefit. Man, I love, guys, literally, this will make my best EDP list for 2022. This is an amazing pre-workout. Really, like, for an EDP, for a pre-workout that you either take on a daily basis, feeling healthy, or cycle off from your crazy shit. One of the best out there. Totally enjoyed it. Kaged, you nailed it. Nailed it. Label is crazy, but fuck the label. The experience, pumps, focus, clean, healthy energy, power, perfect for an EDP. Perfect. Listen, people, as far as you can find it, I'm gonna link below to the page on Fitness Deal News where we hunt the best deals from all over the web, so we probably will have the best coupon for Kaged Muscle website. You can go save money while supporting the channel. Listen, people, if this review was helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more reviews like this, because this is what we do here. We help you make smart decisions about the supplements that you buy.